Alright, so I know this took me a while, but today we're dropping 10 plus new Pokemon for the Neous region. For those who are new, I'm InfamousTrainer, and the Neous region is my very own fan region and Pokemon project, which is led by the name of Pokemon Calamity, which brings in different elements and themes to bring new Pokemon and rich stories. Now, all the Pokemon in this video all stem from a contest I ran earlier back in January, allowing artists to submit their designs for my region and have them included. Then after about 100 submissions, I narrowed it down to the final 5 winners and their lines in any way. Alright, now with that all being said, let's go ahead and dive into these new Pokemon. First off, we have a new grass type Pokemon, which will serve as the equivalent to Budew, Bounsweet, or even Smoliv. These Pokemon being submitted by Pewter City Gym on YouTube, which is starting off with Tatilda. Tatilda, the little Spud Pokemon, and a grass and ground type, with the ability Grassy Surge and the new hidden ability Sprouting. This cute grass Neous Pokemon is seen quite a bit throughout the region. Tatilda can be found within grasslands and farmlands, usually putting itself within the ground to escape the warm heat of the region. This Pokemon comes with a cute and fun expression on its face, hence why a lot of trainers love this Pokemon. Just keep in mind not to pull the leaves on its head, it sends it into a massive rage. Now again, it does have a new ability, that being its hidden ability Sprouting, which is this Pokemon's special attack is doubled whenever grassy terrain is active. So it's sort of like it can either use the grassy terrain or benefit from it. I wanted to have options for either way. Not to mention, look how round it is. It is cute, it's adorable, and a little Spud Pokemon. You cannot go wrong with it, but of course, this Pokemon does need to evolve, as it does. So here is Tatini. Tatini, the Sprouting Spud Pokemon, keeping the same typing and abilities. Now evolving from Tatilda to Tatini, this Pokemon is more accustomed to being underground, constantly drawing nutrients from the earth to help it evolve into the next stage. This stage is also known as the slowest out of the entire line. Due to being underground so much, it tends to have a whole bunch of mud and dirt stuck to it that it keeps it kind of bogged down. But of course, it does find a way to use it within battle. Now again, I love the round features of this Pokemon. The design was really simple to follow and kind of adjust just to the region and what I wanted, but this Pokemon is just too cute and definitely reminds me of like Roselia or even other Pokemon within that line or class. But of course, it does have a final evolution, and again, these all evolve through level up. So here is Tatilda. Tatilda, the potato Pokemon, keeping the same typing and abilities. Tatilda is a radiant beauty within the field lands, now equipped with more leaves across its body, which it tends to use the sun's power to boost it in battle. And of course, being free of the mud and dirt, this Pokemon's speed stat definitely goes up, making it quicker in battle. Also, majority of Tatilda can help the vegetation by using its ability to help boost the growth of other plants or trees within the area. This is also a very popular Pokemon for anyone who likes contests. Now let me say, for wrapping up this line, it's a beautiful Pokemon. Who knew you could find a potato Pokemon so cute? Also, Pewter City Gym submitted more designs, but this is the one that fit the region the best. Of course, with the whole connection to Black Clover's Hodge Village and using potatoes, this was just a perfect one to enter. Again, a great choice, and I'm glad we have it in the region. Now the next one up is a Pokemon from my Discord user being The Stew, which submitted a design for a ground and fairy type, which is actually a pretty unique typing and an unused one. So with some assistance from my boy Keith over on Twitter and Twitch, make sure you follow him on there, the design became this one right here, and it's amazing. Say hello to Armatar. Armatar, the guitar Pokemon, a ground and fairy type with the ability Sweet Strings and the hidden ability Pixelate. Armatar are known for their beautiful and tranquil sound that it can make with its body. Even in a balled form, you can hear the beautiful music coming out. It's also noted that due to the shape of the body of the Pokemon and different lengths of fur, no Armatar sounds the same, which can be used for orchestras or even musicals within the region. And it shows as this is the Pokemon that starts the ceremonial event and music during the Pokemon League. Now again here you may notice a brand new ability, that being Sweet Strings, which is pretty much and very identical to Punk Rock from Toxtricity. But of course, Punk Rock doesn't fit this Pokemon, hence why I named it Sweet Strings, which will boost sound-based moves and half damage from other same moves, so that way it still fits within the family. And let me say, it is cute and adorable, and it has some additional inspiration from Pink Fairy Armadillos, which are based on this design here. This Pokemon is something unique. I'm so glad I got to add it to the region, and it made a great way onto a gym leaders team in the near future. I kinda wonder what songs it could play. Now let's follow up one fairy type Pokemon with another, and we have a design submitted by Red from Discord. And this Pokemon being a regional form of Gardevoir, which is based upon Noelle from Black Clover and her Valkyrie armor mermaid form. This was really interesting to me, and with the help of Cozy Cramorant, we came up with something amazing. So here is Neonian Gardevoir. Gardevoir, the Sea Valkyrie Pokemon and a Water and Fairy type, having the ability Storm Drain and the hidden ability Telepathy. This new form of Gardevoir is achievable by giving Kirlia a Water Stone, as it's theorized that this Pokemon could evolve into this form due to Ralts and this entire line being on a specific island. But of course, something due to the Neo Particles, it unlocked a brand new hidden potential form. Either way, this Pokemon is fierce, known for its underwater combat, speed, and battle prowess to protect all undersea Pokemon. Now this is one I wasn't sure if I wanted to add, because of course there is Gallade, and of course Red did submit a Gallade as well, but I decided that Gardevoir is something that'd be pretty cool to see. I really don't have to say much else but this Pokemon is going to be fierce on one of your rivals' teams, so be prepared. Let me say I was super excited to do this contest, as we actually got some more Pokemon covering typings I needed, that being more water type Pokemon. That being said, shout out to Archimons over on Instagram that submitted a pretty diverse blue dragon inspired Pokemon, that being Goldra. So here it is. Goldra, the blue dragon Pokemon in a water and dragon type, with the ability Water Veil and the hidden ability Marvel Scale. A Pokemon known for its rare occurrence within the region. Goldra tends to stay underneath in the depths of the sea, but once in a while it returns to the surface to gather food, if it needs any for the near future. By nature they're rather kind, but not seen by many. Experts have learned though that it does have two forms that it can achieve, by either holding a deep sea scale or a deep sea tooth, also making it a very versatile Pokemon if you can get both. Now personally, before this I never knew what a blue dragon was, but this thing looks interesting, creepy, but adorable at the same time. In this design, I simplified it down just a little bit, but it looks remarkable. The base design was pretty much complete, so it just had some minor tweaking I needed to do. I love it, it looks amazing, but like you heard, this Pokemon has two different forms, either by getting a deep sea tooth or a deep sea scale. So let's start with the deep sea scale with Goldra Cradle form. Now everything for this Pokemon stays the same except for the ability, which now is Rain Dish. Also the design of this Pokemon tweaks a little bit, changing the eyes, making it bulkier, and stand on its very hind legs, which it didn't have in the first design. Now interacting with the deep sea scale, Goldra has entered a water cradle form, which is used to boost defenses and tank more hits within battle, but it does suffer speed drops. Let me say, a defensive water dragon type sounds pretty epic, but what happens if you got the other item, the deep sea tooth? Well, here is Goldra's water roar form. Now having the ability Swift Swim, when interacted with the deep sea tooth, Goldra's entered the water roar form, which is a great boost in speed and can swiftly dodge within battle, though it does suffer from defense drops. So either you go for defenses or speed, and if you're a speed battler, this is the Pokemon you need, having a sleeker design with no additional fins or tails and making it as aerodynamic as possible. Now let me say both forms are incredible, and I honestly love them both. Now of course they do have inspiration from Noelle's Sea Dragon Roar and her Sea Dragon Cradle. Also here you can see them in action of what the animation would look like. With having water surrounding them, it looks even more epic and something I would love to see in action, or any type of animation. So if you're good at it, let me know, I'll send you the files to animate this a bit. I would just love to see it. Alright, so here we have a special one, as during the contest my girlfriend decided to submit her own design, which is this one here, a Pokemon called Pixyp. And the thought of her honestly trying this is pretty awesome. Alongside I needed a Pokemon to represent another Magic Knight squad, that being for the Coral Peacocks. So with some inspiration from the vice captain of that squad and help from Cozy Cramorant, here is Pixyp. Pixyp, the Peacock Pokemon, a grass and fairy type with the ability Competitive and the hidden ability Chlorophyll. The regal Pixyp is known as a queen to many Pokemon, as it holds a high status amongst other grass Pokemon. But don't be fooled by its grace, as this Pokemon has no problem attacking anyone it meets that it does deem harmful. Also, it will flare up its feathers to confuse its opponents in battle with all the different patterns. Then of course, use that momentum and that confusion to drive in a major attack. And just in case you think you're gonna outsmart the Pokemon, don't be fooled, as Pixyp is known as one of the most intelligent Pokemon in all of the region. Again, this design was too precious just to pass up. I needed a Pokemon to fit the bill, not to mention to have her submit this was great. So honestly, I love it, I love the way it came out, and I hope she loves it too. This Pokemon is going to be an icon, it's definitely going to be on one of the gym leaders team. But let me know what you guys think, I think this one is pretty special. Alright, I think it's pseudo time, and this one right here was submitted by Raleigh Region Dex over on Instagram. Now this was a 3-stage dragon line, and I said, wait a minute, I don't have a Pseudo-Legendary yet, so this Pokemon is absolutely perfect. I mean, look at it. Black Clover, it deals with different kingdoms, Diamond Kingdom, Heart Kingdom, Spade Kingdom. It's just perfect, look at it. So with some minor tweaks, we have the first Pokemon here, Ignori. Ignori, the Blind Drake Pokemon, a pure dragon type with the new ability Power Tail and the hidden ability Rivalry. Ignori is a cute dragon type Pokemon which resides in the mountains of Neous. This Pokemon has an exoskeleton-like blindfold on its face which makes it hard to see, overall blind. But of course it uses its tail and horns as a sensory mechanism so that way it can guide itself around and see with little to no issue. Ignori is a very playful Pokemon, very energetic as well, sometimes using its tail to communicate with other Pokemon nearby, which can sometimes start sparks. Now let me say, this Pokemon definitely reminds me of like a Bagon or even Axew. I love it, it's cute and adorable, and with some finalization, I think it's perfect. A perfect Pokemon, and you don't get to see many yellow Pokemon like this, so I think the colors were great. I boosted them slightly, but I love it. And I also tweaked, I didn't go with the broken horn design from the original concept, but I think it still looks really good. But what happens when you evolve this Pokemon? Well, you get Tempesty. Now Tempesty is the same species, typing, and of course abilities, but this Pokemon has evolved from Ignori. Now using its tails in different ways, it has so much variety within battles. The overall demeanor of this Pokemon has changed a lot, going from playful to very serious, as it wants to be known as the strongest, but sometimes can be in over its head. Within this stage, it's also noted that its sensory ability has even increased more, allowing it to dodge more attacks and kind of be aware of its surrounding. But you may have noticed that its overall blindfold is crumbling now. Maybe to unlock some possible latent power? Who knows? Now of course, all Pseudo-Legendaries are 3 stages, so last but not least we have Ragnera. Ragnera, the Shock Suit Pokemon, a Dragon Electric type, with again having that new ability Power Tail. And as far as Power Tail goes, this is pretty much like Strong Jaw but for tail-based moves, so this will have some really good benefits later on. Now Ragnera, this Pokemon showcases its true power, no longer bound to the blindfold which limited its power that it had when it was an Ignori or Tempesty. Due to being an electric type, it can use static energy that surrounds it to dodge oncoming attacks and anticipate and even hurt its opponents. Ragnera has an instant rivalry with Pokemon such as Haxorus and Garchomp, wanting to show its dragon dominance. Even though it does have wing-shaped things on its back, it cannot fly as a good note. Now let me say, this is a damn good Pseudo-Legendary. It looks powerful, menacing, and overall badass. I honestly cannot be happier with the design, and just again, this is fantastic. Thank you so much for the design, it's incredible, but of course I had to give it something else, so it does have a brand new move called Suit Shock. It's an electric type move that hits 4 times and deals 20 damage. This right here will have a different shape to it for every single move, hitting it a diamond, a spade, a clove, and a heart. Of course, kind of hitting the notes of the design of the Pokemon. Again, this is just incredible. I love the design of this and I'm glad I could finalize it, and shout out to Keith for helping me with this design and kind of tweaking a few things here and there. Alright, now of course I chose the 5 winners and they all did amazing. Thank you so much for the designs, but of course I have one more thing. Now I decided to do something special, throwing in a PokeChamp's Choice option, and that's for one more lucky winner to win and have the Pokemon inserted into the region. I did this by running a poll, and the winner of this poll was actually Yeet Yaffy over on YouTube, which has some amazing designs, and I wasn't surprised this was the winner. The design they submitted was this one here, being Stow-Ice, in its evolution being a normal ice Pokemon which evolves into an ice poison type. But the problem that I had here was I already had an ice poison type, that being Scuffrosion, one of our beta designs. So I wanted to tweak it a bit here, so I present the brand new Pokemon, Stoat-Zip. Stoat-Zip, the Stoat Pokemon, an ice electric type with the ability Static and the hidden ability Snow Cloak. Stoat-Zip is such a cute Pokemon that has electric sacs on its foreheads and paws, which will release when the Pokemon wants to shock an opponent. Stoat-Zip also has some great insulation on its body to keep it cold within the Neos cold tundras. But if you're looking to catch this Pokemon, be quick, as this Pokemon is known for zipping and zapping around. So make sure you catch it quick, or use the Quick Ball. Now again, Yaffy did amazing, and I love the design that they submitted, so I kept all the core elements but tweaked it for an electric type. I think it looks incredible, but of course this Pokemon does evolve, so I introduced Stoat-Shock. Stoat-Shock, keeping the same exact typing, species, and abilities, is a cool, cold Pokemon. This Pokemon's demeanor has changed for sure. It's as cool as the actual tundras that it lives within. This Pokemon is now larger and more powerful, able to hold a larger electric charge within its body. Also, with the additional insulation, it can keep its body warmer, which also is a benefit for the female variations, which has even larger sacs of insulation. This is a pretty key item as they want to keep all their young pretty warm. Also, some scientists tend to think that this Pokemon is a possible descendant of Arctozolt due to the colors and typing, but no one really knows. And to round it out, this design is incredible. I did change quite a few things from the original design and added one thing to it, but overall, I love the colors. The shiny is immaculate. I love everything about this design and it looks powerful, and that's what I wanted for it. Yafi is an amazing artist, and I wanted to make sure that if I did insert his Pokemon, that I bring some great things to it. So Yafi, thanks so much for submitting your design. Congratulations on winning, and this is the last Pokemon for the contest. It was absolutely amazing, so let me know what you guys think of this Pokemon too. Well, there you guys have it. Tons of new Pokemon revealed, contest all completed, and steps closer to finishing off the region. But I want you guys to let me know which new Pokemon made it onto your team for Neos, and let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to also hit the subscribe button and like the video up, as next we're going to be talking about rivals and their entire teams and how they're kind of incorporated into the story. And I think you guys don't want to miss it, as we have some familiar faces coming into play. This contest was honestly pretty amazing and something that I can definitely see myself doing in the future. And with that all being said, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and bye!